Hey guys, so this is an old broken down pump I have. I want to scrap it, but I want to keep the tanks. So what I'm going to try to attempt to do is rip this down. I'm going to see what components I can save out of it. But for the most part, that motor is done. The compressing version of it, like the side where the pump is, I don't really need that. This thing could be set. I don't really need this the mechanism that turns it off and on. But I will keep that little bit. It's not really that big a deal. And then as far as the back part of this, I'm going to see what it looks like on the back. I might just cut it off and I'll use it for something else. So basically I'm going to split this bloody thing in half and keep whatever components I think are justifiable. So this thing is actually really well made. The motor here is huge, but it burns out really easily. So just looking at this whole thing, like, put that there. So this, oh, okay. So this is part of the pump. The pump actually cools the motor. That's a capacitor. Looking at that, so this helps it start easier, which is also interesting to have this much technology into a tiny, cheap little compressor like this. This compressor might retail for $100. So seeing, like, this is the main drive motor. As you could hear it, that's the fan for it. Like, it kind of blows me away that it's got a capacitor. Like, it's only a tiny capacitor. I have no idea what the farad would be on it. Yeah, I can barely tell. So yeah, again, I'm blown away by this. It's kind of cool. Still not gonna keep it. I know the motor's gone, because this is typically what the weak side of this thing is, but it's built really well. Cool. Okay, so I got what I wanted. Took a little bit. So that's not too bad. It is, there's no holes. If anything, I could just go over that with some weld. That's perfect. Same with that. Didn't take too much out of the tank. That one's brilliant. Didn't even touch that. So a little bit, doesn't really matter though. As long as it holds pressure, I can, again, this one's fine. Probably already said that. So it is thin, but there's a lot I can work with this. And it's free. So this will be my future air horn once I ever get around to it. So it's going to the storage facility, aka the shed. Now as for this thing's pretty well junk. Ugh. I might cut that off and see what I can do with it. So the whole point of this video was to say, hey, that old compressor, those tanks are usable. That old compressor, that pressure sensor, still usable. Maybe even your gauges for something. Now, as I'm saying this, if I don't use this stuff within 6 months, it is going into the bin.